weeks, huh?
Where are you going? Car's leaving before we even begin. What's going on, everybody? I got Littlefoot and Carl Ruiz in the Westwood One Lounge, and it's time once again for the
OpieRadio podcast.
Wow, that was terrific, Littlefoot. Thank you very much. I was hoping Mike Safo would be here for this episode of the OpieRadio podcast. He's a creep, Carl Ruiz. Our Mike Safo is a creep.
Boo, 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 boo. When you were talking to Dr. E on Flux, he was being a real fucking creep.
Dr. Eon.
I never saw a guy ruin a fucking podcast. That podcast was perfect and every time I'm like, fuck.
What was he saying?
Because when I'm in Asia, I'm like, because usually I carry a pistol, but then, I don't. So then I don't have one. I'm like, fucking boo.
You mean when I was talking to Dr. Ian Smith?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was a good episode of the Fine podcast.
I really enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it? Because Dr. Ian Smith went off script, and he threw that stupid diet shit away, and we talked about real shit.
I'll give you a diet.
Well, you got a diet.
Lose 3 fucking restaurants in an hour.
Yeah, man, you should write a book.
I should write a book.
You lost like 30 pounds in the last year alone, my brother.
Yes, sir, no, I'm in good fucking shape.
Which confuses everyone because you're Ruizing your ass off every single day, and you're not gaining weight.
But I eat till I'm satisfied, not till I'm full.
Oh.
That's it. My brother tells me, he says, your body's binary.
Yeah.
All these fucking people are... like you, eating those fucking kale shits and eating paint chips and stuff, that doesn't do it.
No, I eat healthy until it's ice cream time.
I know. I can tell there's been a lot of ice cream.
Relax. Dr. Ian Smith went over that. You're going to do it too?
Look at that little guy. No, not that. I'm slouching. I was laughing. I was fucking sitting in the kitchen just laughing. Some kid goes, what are you laughing at? I'm like, you're fired.
Oh, wait. What? When Dr. Ian Smith was calling me on, I was saying I was slouching.
You're going to make me sit up straight.
I'm wearing a baggy hoodie.
I'm laughing out on Eighth and Jane eating a croissant. Like, look at this fucking asshole.
Look at this idiot. Anyway, this is why Mike Safo, who's not here today, he's the super fan. Everyone knows who Mike is, right?
Right.
They've been listening to this podcast, hopefully. He's a guy that carries a gun, and he's a super fan of mine and knows more about my radio career than I do at this point, and he likes to get peed on by his girlfriend slash fiance slash wife. And that's why Mike Safo's a creep.
That's
Because he got married?
I was with him Friday recording the podcast with Kevin Pollak, right? And we're shooting the shit. I'm like, what's going on, Mike? What's going on in your world? Oh, nothing, just hanging, working hard, losing weight, blah, blah, blah. Thinking about my next trip I'm going to take and whatnot. I'm like, all right, cool. Then Kevin Pollak comes. We have a good time. It's a great episode. People seem to like it. And then after we recorded that thing, we both leave. Like, all right, Mike. I said, you know what? These allergies are killing me. Or I would take you out for a little bite to eat, and hang out a little bit. He's like, oh, that's okay. I actually got to go to Men's Warehouse and get a suit. I'm like, oh, what's that for? He's like, oh, I just need a suit. I'm like, okay, bye, Mike. See you later. And then literally 2 days later on his Instagram, I see him post a picture that he got married. He's a weirdo.
I don't think it's weird. Let me take this one. It's very simple.
Yeah.
He got caught doing something.
What the fuck?
I'm telling you right now. The only time I see these fucking weddings like this at gunpoint is when the fucking 1-800-Flowers doesn't work anymore. He peed in someone else's pool.
You're crazy.
Let me tell you, I always think the worst, and then I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm like, so you don't have AIDS? Fucking awesome.
Right.
But I'm going to approach it.
Wow.
Level 10.
Well,
it just, everything. He's a cop, right?
The whole thing was on a fast track.
Fast track?
All of a sudden he's hanging out and they're having fun and they're peeing on each other and just dating and stuff. Next thing you know, it's like, brrr, I went and got a ring. Brrr, we went on this trip. Brrr, we went on another great trip because I think he did the honeymoon before he got married because he was just away on an amazing trip.
I'm telling
and then all of a sudden...
He proposed to her on that trip, didn't he?
Which was like a week ago, and now he's married.
He got caught.
It was on the fast track.
More people
Or-
knew Julian Assange was getting arrested than Mike Safo was getting married. Did you see her face in the wedding gown? She was like, what the hell's going on? I mean, he drew the ring on with a Sharpie and glued on a little bedazzle on it.
The timing is weird.
Let me tell you something.
It was
timing is everything.
I'm not insulted that I wasn't invited. None of us were invited. It looks like from the pictures it was very small, like maybe family.
Yeah, like him and her.
him and her.
And a judge, he said he told me a couple weeks ago that they're going to do a big giant big thing in the fall.
Yeah.
When they'd planned to.
Yeah.
But now is the window to get her on the benefits. Although, based on what you just said, Carl,
Get her on the benefits.
I don't know. So they're married, benefits. Now maybe she has to go on the benefits because there's a little Safo like a week and a half away from appearing.
You mean there's going to be number two? That kid's going to stutter his way right out of the womb like a little jackhammer.
The world record for a pregnancy. Because that guy can't sit still. So
The minute she goes into contractions, he's going to get up from his chair and start rearranging everything and unplugging stuff.
unplugging monitors.
Unplugging monitors. I'm just making sure everything's tidy.
All the doctors are running in the room. Oh, I'm just unplugging and
Yeah,
plugging things.
I'm just making sure everything's all set. I'm a super fan. I call bullshit.
Really?
Yes, bro. I've been around fucking shady shit my whole life.
So yeah,
if you ever do something to me that's not shady,
Yeah.
I'm caught flat-footed.
Yeah.
Like, here's $5. I'm like, you want to fuck me? What are you looking at? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to deal with it.
But there's no baby on the way because they both don't want to be parents. Which I think is stupid because could you imagine the baby shower?
Can we go on the internet and see?
Wow.
Thank you.
Joke grenade right
Let's
there.
move to the next subject.
Thank
This
you.
one's signed, sealed, and delivered.
I think they're gonna get pregnant just so they can have that baby shower.
I don't think it's pregnancy because I was going through some pictures and everyone had a drink in their hand. So if she's pregnant, if
Yeah.
she's drinking fucking high C, something's going on.
Fast forward, they're up to their 10th baby shower.
He just wants her pregnant so that he can watch the water break.
Oh my
God! Right
Wow!
Oh man, he'll be right at ground zero, taking that tsunami right in the face.
Tugging himself. Oh no! I'm a world traveler.
I get a baby and this.
People in Asia are so nice.
What did I do to deserve this? Right.
God, I wish Opie was here rubbing my back right now. Woo, coming in hot on Safi.
Oh, Sappy.
Nothing like Opie and Carl give me a nice little wedding gift on the podcast.
Well, then his wife, who's awesome.
She is a looker too, bro.
She wrote on her Instagram because I congratulated them, and she's like, "I can't believe he didn't tell you." I'm like, "I can't."
And they were
going to
hook me up with her mom and the fucking radio silence.
Oh, remember that? She was
Because the
supposed
wedding,
to-
that's the perfect place to have that happen, right?
Yeah, kid.
I'm at weddings. I am Voltron, bro. Holy shit. I was at a wedding. It was unbelievable. I was at Matt Farah's wedding.
Oh, right. From Smoking Tire.
It was I brought a date, man. I hate bringing dates, bro.
But then you left with 10 people.
Yes, I did. I left. I threw an after party.
At Matt's wedding.
I threw an after party at Matt's wedding. I ordered $200 worth of Domino's pizza, and I was DJing.
Where was this?
At the lobby of the hotel. The guy at the hotel, the manager, went from "I'm a big fan" to "please stop setting things on fire." Which is like he's like, "Carl, let me level with you." You know, I'm like, dude, this isn't no stopper.
Right.
Until someone comes in here with mace or a bat, we're fucking going.
But it was a small boutique hotel, so they must have been pissed that you're throwing a party.
There was this one guy. He's like, enough! He just walked in the hall. He's like, enough! I'm like, what? You don't like fucking Run DMC? Communist.
What do you expect? This is a wedding hotel. We're going to be up late.
Man, we partied, man.
That's funny.
Hudson, New York. It's beautiful up there.
Yeah, I would imagine.
It's really nice. You'd like it up there. A lot of homemade clothes. And
the homemade clothes thing. So, yeah, since we last talked, Mike Safo's now married. Carl went to Matt Farah's wedding. He's now married from the Smoking Tire. And the other thing, Littlefoot had a garage sale.
What? You got rid of all the little Buster Browns?
I got rid of all the little Buster Browns, yes.
How much would you pay for this one ski?
He's like, I don't understand why the pants aren't selling. They're 42 waist and 29 length.
I'll give you $5 for the ski. I don't know. I was hoping for $7.
Yeah, we're looking at $7.
Yeah, but it's one ski, man.
eBay quoted at $9.50.
Oh no, I'm the.
How much you want for those yellow ski boots?
Do you want the little walnut figurines I made for Pinterest?
Everything must go. That's my deal.
What the hell were you selling at a garage sale?
Did all your Bolero vests sell hot and fast?
I just kept my 3 favorite ones.
I want to know.
Yes.
How much did you get? Because first of all, I wasn't invited. Let me finish. I wasn't invited because I was ready to bid up to $5,000 for the security camera finger bang wife video.
Oh,
yes!
Wow, yes! How much did that go for?
I'm keeping that.
Okay.
For a while. No, this
It's a memento.
My folks. I'm trying to help my
That's a
folks
Saturday night.
get rid of all this crap.
Saturday!
Ooh, it's Saturday night. Time for me to break out my tape.
Time for a little masturbation and a good cry. I'm sorry, bro. We're coming in.
With Seals and Crofts' greatest hits.
It's like two P-51 Mustangs just rolling up.
I'm just gonna take it.
All right, come on. Tell me about your garage sale.
it's
Who the fuck has a garage sale? You either do it when you're really young as a kid, right? Or really old.
My parents are really old.
Okay, fair
Trying to
enough.
help
How
them.
much did you get for them?
My old man wanted all of these things cleaned out of the house. All of these things that my mother's hung on to forever. So that's what the garage
We'll keep
sale
talking
was.
about your garage sale. I want to hear about you. We want to know how much your parents got. Go for it. Sorry.
No,
but that means you still live at home.
No.
obviously.
This was.
All right.
We did this down at the beach house down the shore.
Okay. And they're just clearing out for what reason?
Just too much crap. They're getting older, and we said, listen, my brothers and I said, when you die, we don't want to have to deal with this then. So we're going to do it little by little now.
Oh my God! So they're watching their lives fade away in front of them.
No, my father really wants. My mother hoards a lot of stuff, so my father just wanted all this stuff out of the, just to get rid of it. And there's, things that we had as kids, and things that my mother had when she was a kid.
But they care about you. My mother's literally Miami tipping the fucking Beach Boy guy fucking $200 to make sure I die on the streets. A fucking monster she turned out to be.
Let me tell you about my mom. As soon as I left for Geneseo,
You can't beat Opie with mom stories. I mean, he wins every time. It's like Jordan, bro. Jordan in the paint. Fucking, he's gonna burn you. He's gonna break your ankles. He's gonna pass you.
I pulled out of my driveway to take the long trip to Geneseo, said my goodbyes, right? Then I realized I forgot something. I turned around. The dumpster was already in the driveway, and she was emptying my room in the dumpster.
I have to make room for the tenant.
And she went, I thought you left.
Oh my
I was coming back at Christmas.
I wanted to hang out in my old room for when you come home for Christmas and the holidays, and all of a sudden there was
like you didn't even live there.
They had a roomie already, a tenant.
Jesus Christ.
Are you kidding me?
When I first met Beelzebub,
Yeah.
and she said to me, oh, we should have a garage sale for all the stuff from my wedding and like all the stuff from my ex-husband and stuff. So I'm like, fucking hell yeah. I mean, your favorite restaurant's TGI Fridays. I guess you just get you a little Jack Daniel's ribs and a marguerite.
Marguerite.
So we had the garage sale, and I'm just fucking smiling because we're selling all this dude stuff. So when I go back to Chatham to see my boys, I take the same route.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hopefully, honestly, like, just to see if my dog is, like, running around stray or something. So I can put him in a car.
How is Max doing?
Ah, shut up. So, not today, devil, not today.
Not today.
So I'm driving down the street, and on the corner of the street that I used to live, what do I see? A sign. It says garage sale with an arrow. I said, my grandfather was right, man. How you get them is how you lose them.
Wow.
A snake is a snake.
I thought you squirreled away a bunch of your shit already, like before
Yeah,
you.
no, I did, but like my remote control cars and like a lot of my T-shirts and stuff.
He couldn't take everything.
Yeah, I was scrambling,
He
bro.
had to take his watches and a few other things.
That's it, to survive.
All his T-shirts and hats.
I had a big watch.
So
at the
did you
wedding.
show up and try and buy it all back, or just take it?
Why, man?
No, all right.
So it all smells like that life. You know what I mean? Honestly.
Well, so you're purging.
You know what's when you hear something funny? I threw away maybe 200 hats and about 200 T-shirts, probably even, just because they were from that time. Like every time I would put one on, I was just like, ugh.
Oh, really? It would bring you back.
It would bring me back.
You get sick of hearing Sarah McLachlan's Eyes of the Angel in your head. Fuck this.
Keep poking me, Robert. You will be on fire in a minute. I will show you no quarter.
This Littlefoot has learned over the last year. He's a learner.
He's a street guy.
He's a learner.
He's a learner.
He ain't taking our shit today. I want to know more about this garage sale, though.
Oh, we don't.
Really
That was it?
I told you it wasn't that exciting.
For sale? Honestly, what was for sale?
Yeah, what was the...
Bunch of little knickknacks and shit that my mother had over the
What was
years.
the one thing where your mom's like, oh, God, no.
The swing?
I was hoping no one was going to make an offer on that.
The leather swing.
The sex swing.
I thought
ride
you
'em
wait
cowboy
5
on.
minutes.
Not my black fist.
No, me and your father play Xanos with that. End my universe. Punch it. It'll go, it'll break, punch it, go through.
10 minutes in and we're off the rails.
Oh, whatever.
Come on.
What was the one thing, like the big get at the garage sale? And then we could move on.
There was nothing big. It was all little crap. People bought a bunch of little crap. Really, no. There was nothing.
All right.
It was nothing huge. It was not like that.
That was fun.
I warned you.
What else are we going to talk about? Paper boats when it rains.
Well, I had a great story, but now I'm finding out.
Yo, what's up with you going to D.C.? I didn't know you were going to D.C.
I went on a family fucking vacation.
It's cool. Thanks, Mike Safo.
We're all secretive.
Everybody's like, fucking hush, hush.
We went to D.C. for my brother's birthday
Oh, yeah.
with his family.
Is that the day trader?
Yeah, the day trader.
How's he doing?
He's doing good.
He's one of
man.
the twins, right, that your dad tried to kill?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, he's one of the twins.
Not your dad, your mom.
Oh no, my dad. Well, yeah, my mom.
Yeah.
I think my mom was.
I think your dad was a cool dude.
No, it's funny because I got 4 brothers, and I asked him. I go, so you know the family stories are doing really well in the podcast. Would you like to come on and tell some? No. So I got
Really?
1 no so far. He's a big no to coming on the podcast.
Really?
Yeah, he does not want a deal.
Why not?
Well, because not all of us look at it as
Entertainment.
as good times. Good times.
He does all right, though, right?
Yeah, no, he does very well.
How's the
for
house?
himself.
Looking good?
Who? His house?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got an okay house, you know. But DC's awesome. I love it down there. You don't like DC?
I don't like DC.
Why? It just feels so like powerful down there.
I know. It's everybody there.
There's always something in the air where you're like, fuck,
DC
look at that.
DC's never hurt because almost everyone that works there is on the fucking corporate, like on the
Take.
tape.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So like,
You can't fire any of those guys.
no, the economy breaks and they're just driving around in their fucking Lexuses.
Right, they don't give a fuck.
That belt right there is that beltway is just all the worst people in the world.
Yeah.
I hate it. My brother lives there and he sucks.
Oh, I could have podcasted with your brother?
Yeah, he's down there.
If I knocked on his George's door, what would happen, you think?
Take all the jokes that Robert has said away, and that's podcasting my brother. Jokeless Robert.
Couple things. There was an ice cream truck on fire while we were down there. No one even blinked an eye. They didn't give a fuck. Huge, crazy-ass fire. And then the scooters, which made me think of you, and I started laughing my ass off. They got those electric scooters, like the city bikes.
Right.
It's all the rage. I don't think we could handle that in New York City, but a lot
You
of
would run over, all these tourists would run over homeless people all fucking day.
Yeah.
That's why they would just barge right into break a rib.
Well, no, I said it on the podcast. The homeless.
I know, I heard you.
The homeless people are warning everybody, like, I wouldn't do that if I was you. So I finally started asking the homeless people, and they told me, like, kids are flying into traffic, getting hit by cars. Like, it's a mess down there. I don't know why it's legal. You just you have an app. You hit the barcode, and next thing you know, this scooter is yours, and it keeps track through the app. and it's electric, and you could see all the monuments, which is awesome. It's a great way to see the monuments because no one can walk that far. I don't care what kind of shape you're in. No one can walk that far if you really want to see everything.
Did you really like those monuments, really, for real?
Well, it was fun to show my kids for the first time.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm familyless.
And every once in a while, I do like going down there and checking
Did you go to the
whole thing out.
Smithsonian? That's pretty cool.
We went to the Smithsonian because that's where I was meeting my brother, and then I learned that it was like a secondary Smithsonian. It wasn't the Smithsonian because I'm like,
Would you go to the airspace and land?
no, I was looking around going, this is some bullshit in here.
I like the.
And then I
Julia
finally
Child.
realized we're not at the actual Smithsonian.
You're at the bootleg Smithsonian.
No, it was like a lower level one because they can't put all the junk in the one Smithsonian. So there's a whole bunch of different ones, man.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
Yeah, so that was good though. But those scooters made me think of you because I started laughing like, man, I want to throw one in a body of water so bad.
And it's always because you get over there, you can fake an accent. Like I slipped and went into the lake.
Right.
No, in the river, that stupid river.
Well, because you got to take a picture when you park it, right? To prove that you're done, I guess. Like you didn't do shit with this thing. But I'm thinking to myself, all right, I'll park the scooter, then I'll walk away from it. I'll come back 10 minutes later and I'll just throw it in water somewhere.
Right.
How would they ever know?
They won't.
Well, that's why I think there's plenty of those pictures online of like
Because the scooters are making.
no, the bikes. On the
Do you have to do that on a city bike? I'll never get on one, but
the city bike, I don't know how they work
you just,
anymore.
don't you just park it across the street in front of the Times building? They have
When they
the
first
racks.
started,
They
I
just-
think you had
park
to use your credit card. But are they to the stage where you just use the apps?
I honestly don't
'Cause the
know.
app thing is-
I won't ride them.
we are so out of touch.
No, well, I can tell you with the scooters, you download an app depending on what company you use, and then you hit the barcode, and then all of a sudden this thing's yours, and then it keeps track immediately.
Can we get beers after this?
Yeah, I guess. And then you park it, and then you take your picture and hit the barcode again. You're done. You don't have to worry about it, and you can drop it off wherever the hell you want.
Huh?
And it's a great way to get around these secondary cities, but. Like I said, the homeless people are like, what the fuck, man? These are not safe. So.
Thank you, Rick Steves.
And then I
You know
got
who Rick Steves is?
Who?
You got to watch. Rick Steves.
I don't know Rick Steves.
Rick Steves is like the travel guy. He's been doing it for like 25 years.
Oh, that
on
guy.
TV.
You did turn me on that guy. Yes.
You just sounded like Rick Steves. Like, oh, it's so pleasant.
I didn't say pleasant.
And he's totally like just drunk at a bar in Italy. He's like, today we're going to have prosciutto. Oh, I love that motherfucker, bro.
He's a twinkle toe guy.
Maybe.
He's a bit twinkle toey.
Twinkle toey.
He's a bit twinkle toey.
I miss all those fucking
because
things.
those were the.
I was in California.
Yeah.
And I just realized how vile I am. Like, they're already indoctrinated into being politically correct.
Right.
I'm like, punch her in the face. They're like, Jesus Christ. And I got into so much trouble because weed is legal.
Right.
So my friend's like, oh, take a drag of this pen. This is Splenda mixed with something. Like, there's different names for it. I'm like, is it going to make me want to rock? He's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, give it to me. So I'm sitting there, and we're cooking outside, and there's these peacocks, right?
Actual peacocks?
Yeah, real peacocks. And we're cooking outside and everything. And we're all mic'd up and stuff, and then the one peacock opens up.
Yeah.
And they're recording everything, and I'm like, whoa. And they're like, cut. So I'm looking around like, who fucked up? They're like, you, bro. You can't say whoa every time you see a peacock, you idiot.
It seems exhausting to be a peacock, though.
Huh?
They have to what, like, put out all their feathers just to get...
Well, only the males. The females don't do it.
No, I understand,
Yeah.
but the stupid male has to, like, present all its fucking feathers, and now
I was stoned, but he seemed to like doing it.
But then...
You know what I mean? Like, he was really into it.
Yeah, but then...
Because he would do it, and then he would, like, strut.
Right. Yeah, but...
Maybe I was just high. Maybe there wasn't even a peacock
But
there.
imagine if we wanted to get laid, we had to, like, just open up a giant fan, and now we can't even get through doorways.
Rather than...
Just to get pussy? What the fuck?
That's a lot easier than having a super secret Mike Safo wedding.
It worked for Elton John for 50 years.
Exactly. I'll dress like a peacock if I don't have to buy anything for these fucking girls.
And now we're toast. Now we're toast.
Do you take this one? Yeah.
They're trying to get married. He's just walking up and down the aisle.
Maybe he was so nervous they just
arranging things.
Maybe they just gave him a little air horn to agree. Do you take this? Go because his stuttering was out of control.
He's just adjusting everything in the church.
Do you think he wore his gun to the wedding?
Totally, he wore his gun. That's his favorite thing.
Yes.
I've never not seen his gun. Like, for an undercover cop, there's never once I haven't seen his gun. I'm like, what's that on top of your head? My gun. I'm like, what the fuck?
He used to pick me up, and he would have basketball shorts on with the gun.
That wasn't the gun.
How the fuck do you... He told me it was his gun.
That's not his gun. That's his flesh gun.
How old are you? Bro, so then when I was down in Washington, I run into Alex Jones.
I saw.
That was insane.
The Alex Jones thing was great. My favorite part of that podcast was when this lady's giving you a tour and then you show up with your dialysis machine Zoom and just put it in front of her and she just stops. And then you just wallow in the awkwardness. That was my fucking... I'm like, I'm walking down the street, I'm walking down 14th Street, I'm like, ha! What an asshole!
Know why? Because I
felt bad and I wasn't even there.
Fuck that lady and fuck all tour guides because they all make up shit to make their experience way better than it actually is. That's why I put the mic in front of her face and she's like, I know I'm spewing some bullshit right now, so I gotta stop immediately. And then she's just staring at me and I'm just staring back.
Oh my God. She was white, right?
Yeah.
White on white awkwardness. You're the best.
Really confused. And then I'm giggling inside. And then I was like, ah. No, they do it. They do it in New York. Like, you know those bike people where you jump on, like, what are they called? The pedicabs?
Pedicabs. Right.
So, first of all, they're a ripoff. You jump on one of those, it's going to be at least $100 to $200. Most people don't know that because it's labeled wrong. And then as they're pedaling you around, they just point at just whatever building and go, oh, that's where Michael Douglas lives, and that's where Cher lives, and that's where A-Rod lives. They just make it up because the tourists don't know.
Right.
And they think they're getting a great experience. Like, oh, wow, really? That's where Madonna lives? Oh, my God. And they start taking pictures and stuff.
I know where Madonna lives.
But I'm the guy in the park that goes, wrong! That's not true!
Opie doesn't live there!
That's where Conan O'Brien... I said, no, he moved to California about 10 years ago. He doesn't live there anymore.
Yeah, why would he be here?
Well, Madonna lives in the... No, she moved to the east side.
She's on the east
all
side.
New Yorkers know that all
We
this
all
is
know
bullshit.
where Madonna is.
This is all bullshit. So,
I saw Angelina Jolie outside.
what do you mean?
I just saw Angelina Jolie. Look, I'll show you a picture.
I know where he's going with this.
No, I swear to God.
Those wax people, they just do a terrible job. They barely look like the celebrity. And then look at this. It doesn't look like anything like her. Look at that.
They did.
It's terrible.
They did nail the man hands that she has.
Yeah, I'll tell you the one they nailed. We're talking about Madame what?
Madame Tussauds.
What? Madame Tussauds?
Either way.
But we're very close to Madame Tussauds on 42nd Street here.
Right next to it.
Are we?
Yeah.
In the heart of Times Square. The Bruce Willis one was amazing.
It was good.
Amazing. I saw a Elton John one in D.C. It was terrible.
No one knows what he is.
That
anymore.
actually might have been Elton John.
It was. Yeah, what else is he doing?
I love Elton John.
But Alex Jones was off his rocker. He shows up out of nowhere in the middle of my podcast with a megaphone just yelling and screaming at the White House. Everyone is looking at him, laughing at him, just confronting him.
What was he saying?
I don't know, because he was calling the Sandy Hook parents like vampire parents. Like, he's just nuts. And then we couldn't really put it on the podcast.
No, you could have, right?
Right, Robert?
We did that for your own protection. and my protection and everybody else that works here's protection.
Look at Robert. He's getting nervous. It's okay.
I was getting nervous, like when they don't have his coffee ready at Dunkin' Donuts.
I put my order in 15 minutes ago.
It's under Robert R. Herbert.
I put the full episode on my YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah, boy.
I mean, you know, I don't own this company, so I got to play by their rules.
Definitely
I
don't.
personally thought it would have been okay. Others thought the opposite. So what are you going to do? Is that okay? That's how we worked that out,
that's
Robert.
Totally fine.
All right, I just wanted to get another plug in for that one. So it's on my YouTube channel if you want to hear the whole episode. But the DC trip was good, except for the ride home.
What happened?
What happened on the ride home?
There's no easy way to drive from D.C. to New York.
Well, that's on purpose.
Straight up 95.
Straight up into everyone's traffic.
Yeah.
Oh, actually.
Like everyone's traffic.
Actually, I didn't even think about it. I forgot you have this whole Philly connection. You didn't take the back way?
What's the back way?
Up California.
Fly. You go up through Philadelphia, and then you cut across the turnpike.
Yeah, because there's never traffic in Philly.
Yeah, but between Washington, D.C. and Philly is traffic.
Oh, no, you go back up through, actually, you go through Maryland, through back up Pennsylvania.
Oh, well, I don't know, man.
That sounds like a trek.
And we left really early going, we'll beat all the rush hours. Nope. But there's a rush hour somewhere. It's one long traffic jam between D.C. and New York City.
95 is brutal. Just take the train down.
Yeah. Well, next time we're going to do that.
I've been taking the train lately.
Yeah?
I've been doing googly eyes with some girl on my train.
Oh, really?
I'm like Jason Bourne. I know exactly what car she gets in. She must think it's like Groundhog Day, but fuck it. I'm like, hey. She's like, what?
Hey, you again.
Coffee, light and sweet, right?
I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
I'm sitting there with a bow tie and a picnic basket. Hey.
It's Ned Ryerson.
You look, nice.
Oh, very good, man. Phil Connor.
Somebody tell me a story.
I got a story for you.
Go ahead.
I really do. And I was very excited to bring this to the podcast, but now I'm starting to think it might be a fake story.
Okay.
So would you like to hear it anyway?
Sure.
I'm acknowledging it might be a fake story. Give me one more second. I just got to put the word masturbation in.
Oh, perfect.
All right. Hold on. Okay.
While you're doing that, Joey, let's pay some bills.
What?
Joey's going to now talk.
What the fuck, guys? What?
It was a natural break to cut in.
Oh, fantastic.
Carl, I could have said, what the fuck, guys, at least 10 times in the last 30-plus minutes. And Robert, thank you for sparing us the monotony of Gregg scrolling through his smartphone looking for a story that he wants to talk about that could have been set up in prep. And now, as you say, Robert, and it's been said a fucking billion times already, let's pay the bills.
The Purple Mattress people are still with this fine podcast, and I couldn't be happier. Carl's got a Purple Mattress. You know, I used my freebie on Carl, and now I'm kind of regretting it because I kind of need another mattress, Robert. But I'm holding out, hoping that one's going to just magically appear in the mail. But if it doesn't, I am here to say that I'm going to pick Purple Mattress. Yes, I am. If you're struggling to get a good night's sleep, you got to try a Purple Mattress. The founders of Purple are two brothers who have been developing cushioning technology for 30 years on things like medical beds and wheelchairs. So they know what they're doing. And in 2016, they finally decided to use their patented comfort technology to create Purple, the world's most scientific mattress. That sounded cool. The Purple Mattress will probably feel different than anything you've ever experienced because it uses this brand new material that was developed by an actual rocket scientist. I love that I have to force Joey to produce that part of the read. It was not like the memory foam we're used to. The memory foam we had when we were growing up, it was okay, but they have gone way past that. Thank you, Purple. The Purple material feels very unique because it's both firm and soft at the same time, so it keeps everything supported while still feeling really comfortable. Plus, it's breathable, so it sleeps cool. It ends up giving you the zero gravity-like feel, so it works for any sleeping position, which I really, really like. 100 night. This is the stuff you really need to know. 100-night risk-free trial. If you're not fully satisfied, you can return your mattress for a full refund. Backed by a 10-year warranty. Free shipping and returns. Free in-home setup and old mattress removal. Nice. You're going to love Purple. And right now, our listeners will get a free Purple pillow with the purchase of a mattress. That's in addition to the great free gifts they're offering site-wide. Just text OPIE, O-P-I-E, to 84888. The only way to get this free pillow is to text OPIE to 84888. That's OPIE to 84888. And you spell OPIE, O-P-I-E. So that's OPIE to 84888. Message and data rates may apply. Want to welcome a new sponsor to the OpieRadio podcast. We're talking about Dynatrap Indoor Fly Light. They sent me a couple of these. I was confused because I didn't know they were a sponsor to the podcast. I plugged them in, and they're already catching flies.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. And summer, right around the corner. So we'd like to thank our sponsors over at Dynatrap. Dynatrap is the leading manufacturer of outdoor mosquito and insect traps. And now they've come up with a solution for indoor pests, the Dynatrap Fly Light. The Dynatrap Fly Light works day and night to attract and trap flies, fruit flies, mosquitoes, and other pesky insects. And I gotta say, it really works. I just started with it, but I'm very happy with the results so far. Forget those disgusting fly strips. The Dynatrap Fly Light looks like a subtle night light that plugs into any indoor outlet. Trust me, I've been using the Dynatrap Fly Light for a couple days now, and it's insane the number of insects it has caught that would otherwise be buzzing around my home. Get yours at Dynatrap. That's DYNAtrap.com, Dynatrap.com. Enter the promo code OPIE and receive 15% off any of their products. Dynatrap, the safe, silent, and simple solution to household insect control. Welcome aboard, Dynatrap. Welcome aboard.
OpieRadio.
Hi, friends. We're here with Heidi King, the Deputy Administrator of the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. NHTSA is working hard to change dangerous driving habits and save lives. Heidi, tell us more about the National Seatbelt Safety Enforcement Campaign, Click It or Ticket.
Click It or Ticket is the national high visibility enforcement and advertising campaign that supports law enforcement efforts to promote seatbelt use. From May 20th until June 2nd, state and local law enforcement agencies across the nation are writing tickets to motorists who aren't wearing their seatbelts. Everyone is at risk if they're not buckled up. That is why it's so important that law enforcement is out writing tickets and why Click It or Ticket is spreading the word.
Thank you, Heidi. Learn more about the Click It or Ticket mobilization at NHTSA.gov/CIOT. That's NHTSA.gov/CIOT.
All right, we're back with the Opie Radio podcast. I'm with Little Flood and Carl Ruiz, who's very busy getting La Cubana open.
Yes, I am.
You're getting close, right, brother?
Close, man. 2 weeks.
2 weeks and that's it. I saw the Instagram video of you giving a little tour.
Yeah, it's ready.
It's coming together
Yeah, the
nicely.
floors are getting polished. It's getting painted.
Right.
That they're making the baquettes and the booths in-house.
Right.
So upstairs we have a whole wood shop.
Really?
Oh, my God. I've heard some fucking stories this week, man. They were unfucking believable.
Like what?
Like gangster stories that were fucking incredible.
Really?
Oh, my God. Funny fucking shit.
Really? But you can't say any of those on the podcast.
Not really. There's one. I'll tell you that's pretty funny.
Can you say it?
Let me think.
If you change it to the Irish, can you say it?
No, there's Irish people in it. Nope, can't do it.
All right. Well, that was a waste of time.
Go to Carl's YouTube channel for that story.
No, I got no fucking. Robert! Robert's coming in hot.
Robert ain't playing today.
Man.
Anyway, I found the story, so I was very excited to tell you this story, and then it might be fake. All right?
What do you think?
Huh?
You think it's fake?
I'm a sucker because I believed every word of it. But then it might be based, there's a website that does this on a regular basis.
Let's do it.
Siamese Twins in vicious legal battle over right to masturbate.
Fake. Opie, at what point did you think that was real? Opie, Gregg fucking Hughes.
What?
At what fucking point? At the title, nothing? You didn't get a spark of fucking doubt?
I'm just a little boy from Centerport, Long Island with the dream. Come on, man. Look at these guys. They supposedly share a penis. A set. Well, let me read it, and then
okay.
all right, and then maybe you'll be with me for a little while.
All right.
A set of 54-year-old conjoined twins from Michigan are facing each other in court.
Michigan.
As one of the siblings is contesting his brother's right to engage in sexual acts without his consent.
Oh my God.
Alfred and Wilbur Peterson were born.
Imagine being connected to a snowflake.
Wow, some of these conjoined twins, it becomes a nightmare. My favorite one was the one that was on Jerry Springer. It was two sisters from, I think, Chicago, attached at the head.
Oh, boy.
And the one had to, wheel the other one around on a gurney because the one could walk and the other one couldn't.
Oh, my God.
And the one wanted to be a country singer and the other one didn't.
I can understand why the one didn't.
So the other one was so annoyed that she had to go to her gig so she could like follow her dream of being a country singer. Look this shit up. It's real.
Now this is a story.
And then the one, because now she's a performer, she wanted her hair a certain way, but they shared kind of a head, so the other one got mad at the hairstyle that she chose.
What?
This is all real. It was on Jerry Springer.
What would you? I would just kill myself. Wake up. Hey,
Or
I'm
the other
dead.
one.
Huh?
I mean, well, I guess if you share
Could you go to matter? Could you get convicted for? Is it murder or suicide if you kill the other Siamese?
But then you die too, right? Because you have to. I mean, you're sharing organs and all that crap. Otherwise, they would have cut you when you were a kid.
No, that's not true. Well, it's kind of true.
Fuck you, smartass.
Well, the most famous Siamese twins. Who were they again? The Chinese cats.
Hillary and Bill Clinton.
Come on, the most famous Siamese twins.
I don't know.
It turns out that they only were connected by like 2 inches on their side. That they could have easily been separated if they lived in a different time.
Okay. But now they can do those things.
Chang and
Ling Ling and Sing Sing or something?
No, Chang and Yang or just Chang.
Here we go. Here we go.
What do you mean, here we go?
They all look the same. I feel like coming like a fucking freight train.
But how are these guys connected?
No, I guarantee one of them was Chang, and then I'm going to look good. Most famous Siamese.
That would be yin and yang.
What?
That's all I got.
And the families get together every year and have a picnic.
Fucking boo.
Chang and Ang.
Chang and Ang.
Chang and Ang bunker.
Creative parents.
1811. They were born in 1811 and they died in 1874. 63 years old. They made it, and they were very famous for being Siamese twins. And then it turns out, that would have been a very easy operation if they were born a little, later than they were. So anyway. And could someone find the Siamese twins with the country singer that was on Jerry Springer?
Incredible fucking story.
It's an amazing story because the one was outgoing and wanted to be a country singer, and the other one was miserable and didn't want anything to do with her sister's career. I wonder if they're even still alive. Do you want to go back to the masturbation one, though?
Yep.
So you got the 54-year-old conjoined twins from Michigan facing each other in court as one of the siblings is contesting his brother's right to engage in sexual acts without his consent. Alfred and Wilbert Peterson were born joined at the waist and facing each other and spent their entire life this way. They have 2 sets of arms and legs and their own hearts and stomachs, but share a lower digestive tract and a penis. Could you imagine sharing a penis with your brother George?
Does it work?
I don't know. I haven't gotten...
well, obviously, if he's masturbating, right?
But I'm asking you a could you imagine question.
But what... Wait a second. So both brains control the penis?
This shared penis has become a major source of conflict between the twins over recent years, and Alfred is now going to court to keep his brother from masturbating. I wanted to believe in this story. I got so happy.
The things that you want to keep going are unbelievable. I saw you scrolling through your phone, and I'm like, this guy's going to have a fucking awesome story about something. And this is the shit that you come up with.
Oh, I got something for the end of the podcast.
Oh.
That will blow your mind.
The country one? Holy fuck.
Thank you, Robert.
Oh, no. You left a major detail out.
Well, that's why I wanted you to look it up, because this is, I'm just going off memory. I haven't thought of them in years.
They were born Lori and Dory
Campos.
Chappelle.
Oh.
Lori and Dory what?
Campos.
Lori and Dory what?
In Sinking Spring, Pennsylvania, in 1961.
You know, when I said I have something for you at the end of the podcast, it has something to do with that.
Is it going to be good?
It's going to be amazing.
Just can you say bombshell? Is it a bombshell?
No.
Do you remember that time we were walking and my boys just took, like, they take pictures when they see you rolling around in New York City. They just send them to me. Got him. He doesn't know. Every 5 minutes, I'm like, bing, got him.
All right, so
they were born Lori and Dory.
Now,
and
I got to say, what you're talking about, this is all real.
this is according to Wikipedia.
And
absolutely.
what I'm talking about might be fake, but after you hear about what Robert is about to tell you, which is real, then now you could understand why I thought my Siamese twin story was real.
I hear
Go ahead, Robert.
Go ahead, Robert.
They were born Lori and Dory. And Dory, but now they're known as Lori and George, because Dory, although born as a female, identifies as a male, and calls himself George, but goes by the stage name Reba.
What?
Wow.
This is new.
As a country singer, Reba
Opie follows this stuff.
/ George has performed widely in the United States and visited Germany and Japan. Won the LA Music Award for Best New Country Artist. She sings Fear of Being Alone over the credits of Stuck on You.
How would you sing a song called Fear of Being Alone when you got someone literally an inch from you your entire life?
Over the music Stuck on You. Stuck on You.
No, over the credits of Stuck on You, the movie about conjoined twins with Gregg Kinnear and Matt Damon.
Oh, okay.
And Lori acts as George facilitator. So they try to have different lives, but yeah, that's really flippin' crazy that he's not only are they conjoined twins, but one of them's trans. I can say that, right?
I don't know. That might be good this week.
You're allowed to say trans.
I can say it on the East Coast, but not on the West Coast.
On the West Coast, you can't say anything. And the West Coast, you got to make sure believe everybody's the same.
Wait a minute. So your sibling is attached to you, and now they're deciding they're trans? Don't you have a say in that? If you're sharing body parts?
This is crazy. This is crazy. Holy fuck.
I told you, they were big on Jerry Springer for a while. And are they still alive? Is that a recent story?
Yeah, that's 19. They're only 61 years old.
And the one went trans?
Identifies as a man.
No
Still
kidding.
performs as a woman, Reba.
Right.
But calls himself George.
And
drags the other one on stage every time?
Yeah.
Yeah, the other one, like...
What does the other one do during sex? Do they put a blanket over you? I got to know this shit.
I think the one, because she's so annoyed, she reads books while the other one is performing on stage.
But they're conjoined at the head.
Yeah, she just...
Like, what do you just... There's like a black curtain and that curtain...
I guess. Now you could see why I thought mine was real.
I think it's real.
All right.
I mean, yours is less far-fetched than this one.
All right, but back to the brothers, Alfred and Wilbert Peterson. Who share a lower digestive tract and a penis. This shared penis has become a major source of conflict, because the one brother is keeping his other brother from masturbating. He keeps playing with our...
Like this.
He keeps...
I know.
They slap each other.
He keeps playing with our penis without my consent.
Do you think when he... I don't know how to say this.
I mean, do they have four arms?
I'm just going to have to say it.
Yeah.
Do you think that this all started because he would blow a load on his side of the body?
Oh, my God.
You know what I mean? To keep his side clean?
Right.
I'm asking.
These are legitimate, logistical questions.
They're the ones that wanted to bring it to court.
Hey, if you really want to get into this, we could talk about Abigail.
Imagine being on that jury.
Abigail and I forgot the sister's name, but they basically share a vagina. Now we're all in. And
what?
Yes, and I'll get to that story next.
So does that
because
count
they
as a
finally
threesome?
started talking about the sex questions because everyone's been dying to know. They've been following them around since they were born, and there's a video online. They have it's a two-headed body basically with like maybe the shoulders are a bit broader.
You think?
But besides that, it's a two-headed body. And they showed them like jumping in the pool together, riding a bike. It is some of the most creepiest video you'll ever see. But they're well adjusted and happy as shit. And now they're finally talking about their sex lives.
And they have a sex life.
Yeah, I'll get to that story next.
Can we get to it now?
Yeah.
No, I want to talk about these guys.
Oh,
still.
Albert and Creeperson?
He keeps playing with our penis without my consent. That's legally a sexual assault.
Oh, my God. The lawyers must be like, what the fuck? Work it out.
I mean, the settlement on that is like Monday it's yours, Tuesday it's yours, Wednesday, like that.
Yeah,
That's how you do it.
Alfred says he's suffering from insomnia and from a post-traumatic syndrome after waking up at night on 3 occasions to catch his brother masturbating. I don't want to sleep at night because I'm afraid he's going to touch me.
Oh, my God.
As for Wilbert, he claims he has done nothing wrong and insists that he has the legal right to masturbate. He said he waited for his brother to be asleep because he knew he was against it, didn't want to disturb or shock him. The two of them were facing each other in a specially adapted courtroom this morning in Flint, Michigan. Dozens of reporters were present to cover this unusual case, which should clarify many legal issues concerning the sexuality of conjoined twins. At this moment, the Michigan state law doesn't include any guidelines for individuals sharing the same genital organs. Across the U.S., the only state to have a law concerning the sexuality of conjoined twins is California, which passed a bill in 2011. So that seems believable, right?
I don't like it.
What do you mean you don't like it?
I don't understand. Like, now there's going to be laws for this?
Yeah. All right, I'm now, and then you scroll down a little more, and it finally says, "Fake news: Siamese twins not in vicious legal battle over right to masturbate." So there you go. All right,
I like it.
Yeah. What's going on?
My buddy's here.
Who's here now?
My buddy Gene. I was supposed to go for a shirt fitting to get custom shirts made, but so this guy Gene, he owns a place called Geneva Customs, which I know you wouldn't know what it is.
You sure Gene's coming and not Gina?
No, I didn't make a mistake. I don't make that mistake anymore. That was a rough one.
I re-listened to that episode.
That was a great episode.
The episode's called "Who the F Are You?"
Yeah,
it's amazing.
It is.
Gina
amazing.
came in hot. Carl thought he was inviting Jeff up from
Jeff Fader.
Fader Knives, and it turned out it was Gina. And man, that episode was great.
No, this is my buddy's a Greek dude, and he does all the shirts.
Yeah.
For all the mob movies. He did all the
Oh, no kidding.
He did all the outfits for Goodfellas, Casino. He does all of that. He's on Madison Avenue. He's like a big deal. His father started it in like the 40s.
And so you're getting custom shirts for the restaurant?
No, just for me.
Oh, really?
I'm single, bro. I gotta look good.
So you're gonna have him make some shirts for you?
Yeah, I'm gonna fit. You want to get fitted up?
After I lose a few more lbs?
I think that's a good idea.
I'm slouching.
Oh, fuck.
You want to hear about Abby and Brittany?
Who are they?
Those were the famous ones, man. You want to see a video of them riding a bike? These two. You probably have seen them before. They're
yeah.
They literally have two heads. They are so conjoined. There was not even a question. They had to stay this way. The doctors were like, we ain't attempting shit with this one. They got 2 arms, 2 legs, 1 vagina, and 2 heads.
Which one decides on when are they going to walk?
They just
so many questions.
No, that's what's so creepy. You got to see the videos. They've been doing documentaries on these two for a long time. They're very happy and well adjusted, and they just walk together. That's a very good question. Which brain is in control of what body part?
I mean, they both can't control everything.
Their brains figured it out somehow, man. Maybe you could ask George, your very smart brother.
Hello.
There's the Gregg.
Come in, Georgie. Have a seat right here.
Georgie, what's going on? We're talking about Siamese Twins, my brother.
Have a seat, brother.
How are you?
See, it's not Gina. I told you.
I see that.
Hey, jump over. That's right. You guys fucking invented the Olympics. Jump
Now,
over.
I did think it was Gina. As I got down the elevator, I'm like, I'm going to get...
That's what Opie said.
I'm walking into a trap here.
Yeah. It's hot in here?
No, he just wants to show off his custom shirt.
That's a very nice custom shirt.
Geneva Customs,
I got to
my
lose
boy.
a few lbs, and I'm going to come see you, buddy.
So do I.
Yeah, but you can just make a shirt whatever you want.
Exactly.
Well, I would gain weight, too, if I could just go into the shop and make
New
a
shirt.
new shirt. Why would you ever be on a diet? He's just babbling in midair about his dumb shirt. I've had it with you already. No, sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Anyway, so it's...
I love Opie.
Abby and Brittany Hensel finally an answer about sex life. So people have been wondering this for a while.
Yes.
You know these two, Georgie?
Yeah, bro. They were on.
Come on.
One of those TLC weren't
Yeah, they were on
Yeah.
TLC. You saw the video of them riding the bike and jumping in the water with their giant swimsuit?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, if you go online and go on YouTube and put their names in, you'll see amazing videos.
Really?
Yeah, but now they're having sex, bro. They're finally old enough.
All right, show me the video already.
No, I got to read the story.
Oh, no.
Now, this story is real. So now Robert had a real one. I had the fake one, and this is a real one. And I bet you if we read all 3 of these, it would be really tough to figure out which was the fake one, right?
I agree.
Thank you, Robert Littlefoot. The Sex Lives of Conjoined Twins, look at this, Georgie, TLC show, Abby and Brittany.
What the fuck, Georgie? I've been here the whole fucking day.
But
Show me.
Georgie said they were on TLC.
Oh, yeah.
He was right.
Georgie watched it. He has cable.
In a British documentary about conjoined twins, Abby and Brittany Hensel, which aired a couple of years back, there was mention to Brittany being engaged. The promise of learning. What are we allowed to say?
Nothing.
It's a podcast.
I know, but so your conjoined twin is engaged. How does that work?
I got in trouble with California because I called somebody honey.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, can you grab me that stuff, honey? Bad. I had a talking to.
Really?
Yeah. She didn't like it. She said it was condescending and sexist.
And your response was, but I thought that was your name because we're in California?
I said, was it the short one or the hot one that said that?
Jesus.
I got in trouble. I did.
You can't even say honey?
Honey was bad.
Really?
Yep.
Well, that sucks.
I kept saying it. I was like, I can't change. I'm 44.
Well, it's
I'm
hard.
being nice. I'm being nice
Like
to you.
we've talked about. We need a little time, right, Georgie?
right.
We need a little time to figure a lot of this stuff out.
I told her, I said, what do you want me to do? You want me to say pleasant words and hurt you?
Right.
Like
Yeah.
in your job?
Yeah,
Because I
yeah.
can do that. You know what I mean? Or you want me to be nice?
Yeah.
So what? I sound like Teddy Savalas. I'm sorry. It's when
So
I
what
grew
about
up.
all the waitresses that call you hon and all that horse shit?
It's okay for them. It's us.
All right. The promise of learning about the twins' love sex lives was initially motivated. What initially motivated me to watch their TLC series. Like Georgie, you want to know the sex questions, and they never got to them.
No, really?
But now they're finally getting to the sex questions. My questions were endless. If the twins have sex with a guy, is it considered a threesome? If they masturbate, is it considered incestuous? Incestuous. Do both of them have to approve of a sex partner? If a partner touches one genital, does the other feel it? And that's
These
just
are
the tip
all
of the
legitimate
iceberg.
questions.
I stopped watching Abby and Brittany after a few episodes when it became clear that anything having to do with sex wasn't going to be addressed, and that the most titillating bits I would see would involve Abby and Brittany riding segways and eating pizza. No mention of what happened when they digested that pizza.
Well, they both have to poop at the same time, right?
Well, you said it's one body with two heads.
Yeah.
So do they each eat? I guess it just
So does
like
one
a
get
Y,
the toilet
right?
paper and the other one do the look back?
And what if one eats really well and the other one eats sloppy?
Oh my God, they must be awesome at parallel parking.
Oh my God. They're like a Tesla.
Perfect again.
Nailed it.
That's simply amazing. Just an idiot on the curb. Watch out. No, we got it covered.
So what's the answer? No answers on the sex?
We stopped to have a little off.
Oh, we had a laugh.
I'm going back to the article.
Get back on it, Opes.
In the Atlantic article, author Alice Gregg, a professor at Northwestern University.
Dude, let me tell you something about Northwestern.
Yeah?
Nerds, but some hot fucking girls at Northwestern.
Yeah?
I don't know why. Continue.
All right. Well, this person's an expert on conjoined twins, points out
Wait, whoa. Is he a doctor? Please check.
it's a chick.
But is she a
Oh,
doctor?
you can't say chick.
No, you're in trouble now.
She's a bro.
Whoa,
She's
the Titanic. You're going to go to jail.
You're going to go to jail. What the hell, dude?
It's like
Why
California
Why are
came
you so
out.
happy that I'm going to jail?
Wait. Is she a doctor?
A professor at Northwestern University.
Talk about, wait a second. Talk about really finding a niche so that you could just be a fucking professor. I mean, you're a professor on Siamese Twins. When do they need you? Seriously.
There's like 4 left in the world,
Yeah,
right?
but I'm saying, like, she's an expert.
Yeah.
So you're telling me, Opie, me and you, 2 months, we read all the Siamese stories.
Yeah.
Are we experts?
Absolutely.
I call
There you go.
BS on this
But they
lady.
figured out a career because who's not taking the conjoined twins class in college?
I mean,
That's an easy A.
Right, that's an
It
easy
is
A.
an easy A.
Gotta go easy A.
What did she do? Just have a chart? Dead. They died. This one dead.
Basically,
Oh, George is back.
George is coming through with the internet.
Georgie's like doing
basically,
research.
the twins appear to share one body, but they have their own heart, spine, lungs, and stomach.
George, we did that.
Right? Right.
All right, no, I like that Georgie's contributing.
Oh, so you're just not nice to me.
He just did. He just did more research than Mike Safo. Dude, you God.
Oh my God.
Mike's been here a year. He's never done that. That is so weird. You want a job?
Remember? We'd ask Mike to pull something up, and he would just stare through the glass. Mike, what year was that? I would hear the rumbling. It's like a beluga.
All right, so she's an expert. All right, points out that what's more interesting than the actual sex lives of conjoined twins is our obsession with their sex lives. Why is that more interesting? That's human nature. We all want to know. Although there are no real studies of the sex lives of conjoined twins, I
thought you were a fucking expert, lady.
Exactly.
This lady's a kite flyer. She's bullshit.
We can safely assume that conjoined twins want and occasionally feel conflicted about wanting sex, as we all do. No shit.
Who's conflicted? Everybody wants to bang, bang, bang.
But not as conflicted as we singletons seem to feel about them having sex.
Now we're singletons? Now we're the fucking problem?
What's a singleton?
That's us. We're all singletons because we're not connected to anybody.
Wait, there's a term for us now?
She made this up.
We're called singletons?
This carpetbagger.
I refuse to be called a singleton.
Yeah, she's a doubleton, not singleton.
She's a...
You're going to go to jail.
You're going to go to jail. I was gonna say confused lady. You mean I wasn't the only one who was being driven mad trying to figure out this stuff? I feel so unoriginal. In the end, Gregg does provide an answer that satisfies me. Based on what we know about the significant variability of one conjoined twin to feel a body part, example an arm, that word I can't pronounce belongs to the other twin. It's hard to guess how any conjoinment will turn out in practice. Nerves, muscles, hormones, psychology all probably factor into who feels what. God,
she's
they're
an
making
expert.
this boring.
But she's an expert. She can't answer one question that I want.
Right.
All she knows is they're conjoined and you're a singleton.
Right.
But this fucking fraud hasn't told me one thing that I want to know. If I touch their butt, are they both turning around?
Yeah, we want to know
question.
this.
Right?
Very simple question.
For the record,
if you like finger pop one and the one wants and the other one doesn't, where are you at with jail? You're going to jail.
You're going to jail. You're in the jungle, baby.
But if one wants and the other doesn't, and you're the one that has to provide, what happens to you?
I will look at all four eyes and I'll say, take it up with your sister.
Are you in? Are you in?
Is everybody in? Because I'm in. But imagine you like the one that feels it.
Right.
But then the other one's the one moaning. The annoying one.
Oh, my God. You think that happens?
The fucking expert doesn't know. She just wants us to talk about nerves and shit, which have nothing to do with the human body.
Imagine the one feels, but the other actually reacts.
Right.
Oh, my God. But she's not reacting because she doesn't feel?
Right. She's just staring at you, be like,
some circuitry in your brain?
Yeah, you're
just makes
totally
it all...
banging my sister right now, even though I love you.
Whether or not both are having sex with the third person in the equation depends on how you think about having sex. Oh, my God. For my studies...
what kind of hardcore apex predator monster dude is doing this?
For my studies...
Fucking a conjoined twin?
Yeah. Oh, you're going to look at me like it's normal, Robert?
I was.
You're a Siamese fucker? You crazy singleton.
I wouldn't rule it out.
Really?
Well, if they're hot.
When you're starving, everything tastes like caviar.
You think you gotta? You think to make sure you got to start with a woman that has like a mannequin stuck to her?
Oh, you talking? That's not a bad idea.
Just to
Prep. You're prepping.
Well, because you're not sure, right?
Hey, they make batting cages.
Oh boy.
My mom walks in. I got two mannequins duct taped together. What are you doing? Shut up, singleton. I don't know which one's going to feel the peacholine, but I'm going to give it a shot.
I would
This fucking podcast is a mess. This is a church fire.
We're all going to jail.
We're all going to jail.
Can't say church fire either.
Oh, no, I forgot.
You can't say church fire.
Oh, my God.
I love church. You know that I went to church for Easter?
I don't care.
You want to hear the story real fast?
Of course I do, because you're going to get like either stung by a bee or someone's going to annoy you. What happened?
And under my breath, I said, F this.
It's a scam.
Because I was so mad. We went Easter Sunday, the whole family. We're in the second row in a beautiful church on the Upper West Side with Jesus hanging from the ceiling. It was insane. And it was a beautiful ceremony. And then the main priest that wasn't doing
was not celebrating the Mass.
Is that how you say that?
That's how you say
What was
it.
he doing? Was he winking at your kids?
Oh, if he was doing that, someone would be going to jail.
Hey, priest, you're going to jail.
No, so the main priest, who wasn't our priest, right? He realized it's a full church, so he wants to do some time. He's like, well, man.
He's got a bit. He wants to stretch
He's
out.
like, I usually don't see this many people on a Sunday, so the Mass is over, and we're like, you know how you're like, oh, thank God.
He's encoring for Jesus?
It's time to go, and this guy goes, no, just a few more minutes. And we're like, who the hell are you? Or, oops, who the heck are you?
Yeah.
And then he goes climbing up on one of those giant, like, pulpits way up in the air, and
Those
he's
are
looking
nice.
out over the church.
That's
and,
where he could see all the hotties. Oh, look at that kid. He's got the light up sneakers.
And it's standing room only, and this guy's doing like stand up basically, making everyone
the
laugh.
end of the Mass.
At the end of the Mass, and then he goes, I see a lot of new people here. We have a full house today, and then basically says it doesn't count. What's that about, Robert? He goes, it's nice that you showed up on Easter, but it doesn't count.
Get out of here.
And basically said, you're going to hell unless you come to church every Sunday. So he was like trying to scare us all into going back to church. And I said, under my breath, F this.
Yeah, Ope. Way to make a stand. Did you yelp
Well, I
it?
was mad because I was
Did you give
thinking,
it one Yelp star? The
I need to talk to the manager.
manager has risen. He is no longer here.
But we've gone down this road on this podcast. If you want people to come back to church, because, you know, a lot of
invite
people
them. Don't scare the shit out
A
of them.
lot of people are just simply not going, man, in massive numbers. And now you got the holidays where a lot of us feel like we should go back. And then I had a great experience, and I'm thinking to myself, man, I still don't believe in organized religion, but I kind of liked what we did today. I think I'm going to go back next Sunday. But then you got the main guy who just wanted the attention, saying, you know, you're basically going to hell unless you come every Sunday. I'm like, I don't need that fear crap.
I live in hell. Fuck that guy.
No.
That really,
I'm right there with you. That's
that really
bullshit.
pissed me off.
I would be pissed off too.
Good job, Opie. Send
That's
a
why I
letter.
stayed home and watched CBS Sunday Morning on Easter.
Oh, really?
It's all about, right?
It's all about the money.
It's all about the
And
money,
he's Greek.
Georgie.
You're Greek Orthodox. You're Greek.
Greek
right?
Orthodox.
Greek Orthodox.
Oh, see, but your priests can get married and have families and all
Our
that.
priests don't.
Scare is and they don't. Right?
They don't dilly dally in the sandbox.
They don't.
Georgie, can I ask you a real question? No,
What's up?
Real question. Because
Hold the mic. I feel like Sally Jesse Raphael. Fucking.
my family's from Astoria originally, which is
Yeah.
very Greek now. Okay.
It was very Greek. Now a lot of people have moved out because all the hipsters have moved in.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
they were. It was like a mini.
And the
Athens.
hipsters aren't Greek, but they do the Greek stuff.
I see that.
Just FYI.
All right, FYI, bitches.
Tzatziki sauce all over the back.
No, I got a real question.
Tell me.
And don't be insulted.
Not at all.
So my experience with the Greek culture is the fact that the guys have a little power over the women. The women are slightly less. Georgie, help me out here. What's going on there? And have times changed?
Times have changed.
Boo!
Times have
Am I
changed.
right or
If
wrong?
you go back, say you go back 30 years.
Yeah.
Italian Americans.
Eat that mic there, Georgie.
Hispanic Americans.
Yeah.
The man was always overpowering in the house.
Yeah.
And that's generally first generation, any kind of first generation, whether it's Italian, Greek, Russian, whatever it may be. Things have changed drastically over the last couple of years. People become more educated. People become more civil.
Yeah.
And it's more of a common bond now than anything else.
Yeah.
You know?
So they're more like equals these days?
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Definitely.
Well, that's good to know, Georgie.
Definitely. It's night and day from what it was 20,
Right.
30 years ago.
Right.
You know, I grew up, both my parents are...
What was the belief back in the day? That the women were slightly less. It wasn't like a dramatic less.
Basically, the man was the bread earner.
Yeah.
And the wife would stay home and take care of the household. How it wasn't any other household back 30, 40 years ago.
But the men didn't really want the women going out in the workplace. For
Not
the most
necessarily.
Part.
Not necessarily. But in their defense, what happened now was, let's fast forward to the 70s, where a lot of immigrants came over from wherever, Italy, Greece.
Right.
I know firsthand that a lot of Greek women, Greek wives, would have jobs, but
Yeah.
in the same respect, they would take care of the household.
Yeah.
And in my eyes, they were all troopers,
Right.
if you want to say that.
All right.
You know? But
All right, now we're going back to the Conjoined Twins. Thank you, Georgie.
Knocked it out of the park, Georgie.
We're back to the professor. That's the expert there, Carl. She continues. From my studies, I would postulate. I hate that word.
I don't even know what that means. Is that like prostate?
It's one of those words people use because they think they're smarter than you.
Fuck those people.
I would postulate that conjoined twins probably end up having less sex than average people, and that is not only because sex partners are harder to find when you're conjoined. Conjoined twins simply may not need sex romance partners as much as the rest of us do.
Okay, as much, but still it's happening. This person is the most bullshit expert. You know what? I'm an expert now.
You know what, Carl? I have a great business idea. We need a dating app for conjoined twins to find other conjoined twins.
That's going to have, if that has more fucking listeners than this podcast, I'll kill myself. If that actually is successful, I will hang myself with this cord.
Can we do a
And
meet-up?
we're chefs. We're known to do it.
Can we do a... Wow. Really?
Well, highest rate of suicide.
No, dentists.
No, chefs.
Toll booth workers.
Dentists.
Chefs. The most chefs kill themselves are chefs. Nailed it. Next fucking topic.
I think dentists because they have to smell some bad
No,
mouths.
the studies are it's chefs, toll booth workers, priests, and then
Well,
dentists.
priests are because they're on the run from the law.
You're going to jail.
You're going to jail, holy man.
I didn't forget about the 70s, man.
That wasn't a wedding.
Throughout time and space, they have described their condition as something like being attached to a soulmate. They may just not desperately need a third, just as most of us with a second to whom we are very attached don't need a third,
whoa. So
even
you're
when
saying-
the sex gets old.
Wait, question.
Go.
I just figured this out.
You got
I'm
this.
using 100% of my brain right now.
You got this.
I'm fucking going to have a nosebleed. Maybe not from this, but just from like. So listen to this. What? So then, if they're soulmates, that means one can fall in love with the other one.
Whoa.
And then the other one's sleeping, and she starts pleasuring herself to get the other one going.
Because she's actually trying to... Whoa.
This is heavy, bro. I'm fucking exhausted from thinking. Right now. I need a Gatorade. I just took the SATs.
You're dehydrated. Your brain hasn't worked that hard.
I felt like I was having an aneurysm. That's almost as hard as me remembering my phone number.
What am I feeling? What am I feeling? Thought?
I feel pins and needles in my head. You're thinking, fatso. You're thinking.
This is so weird.
This is so weird. Like, I don't know what's going to happen
Was
later.
that a synopsis? A synopsis? Oh,
that's
brother.
Oh, Jesus.
Ah.
Boo, 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 boo. Go ahead.
I'm going to leave the brain jokes alone. I thought I wanted logistic answers about Abby and Brittany's sex lives, but really, this concept is much more fascinating.
No, it's not.
It had never
You
occurred
couldn't
to
get an
me
answer. I hate this
that
fucking
conjoined
lady.
twins think of themselves as soulmates and may feel much less drive for connectedness, but you still want to bang, right?
We're built to bang. Literally,
We built this
city.
both emotionally and physically with another human being. That makes sense to me. If only Abby and Brittany talked about it, then I might have kept watching. So they teased that they did.
That article was super clickbait.
Are you reading a blog?
Abby and Brittany were born with just one body between them.
One body between them. Look at them riding the bike. I know you can't
Watch. Oh, my God. What happens if the ball hits the other one?
Why would they take a basketball?
I know. This is crazy. Now there's 3 of them.
They've spent their lives in a small, close-knit community.
Oh, my God. That's scary.
Protected from prying eyes.
Yeah, the whole town protects them, which is nice. It's good, right?
Younger brother and sister, Cody and
And then they got like Can you say a normal brother and sister? You're not allowed to say that.
Apparently they're singletons.
Those are singletons.
Oh, let's make believe that having two heads is normal.
Yeah, that's normal. No problem. Chalk it up.
Sorry, I didn't call you normal.
Yeah, go on Amazon and order your two-headed motorcycle helmet.
Two spikes.
We need to stop. We're going to go to jail.
But it's just so weird. The whole thing is weird.
The problem is like,
Yeah.
I have to learn how to do this thing that people do now, that they talk about things that are completely not normal like they're normal.
Right.
Like I was in California, this guy's like, this girl's like talking about putting sperm on her face or something, like to tighten up the skin or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I hear him like, whoa, daddy! Like, what are you? And everyone's like, Carl. I'm like, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. But if you're rubbing semen on your face, every fiber in my body says, fucking party time. Like, this is going to be funny.
And how quick did you say, I could save you some money?
Literally, I said it in Spanish first. I got so excited I forgot English. Te voy a ahorrar un poquito de dinero.
That's the beauty of having two languages in your head. You can get away with stuff knowing the people around you don't really know the language.
Isn't that funny? If I'm dating a Spanish girl, I start to think in Spanish and dream in Spanish. Isn't that weird? Yeah.
That is weird. All right.
Having sex in Spanish is the best.
Why is it the best?
Oh, because you don't even really have to say anything sexy. You can be like, I'm going to drink a Gatorade later. And they're like, oh my God. I'm like, the Chicago Bulls are going to win. She's like, is that French? I literally say whatever's on my mind.
You're running through your shopping list.
I'm like, I just pump farted. You know, sometimes you slip the clutch or you hit the guardrail.
Oh, my God. So you could say anything, and it's like... it's the language of love.
Yeah, I could say, like, listen, I may not make it to the bottom. I'm going to beat up the sides.
Say I have a bad case of swamp ass, but make believe you're talking to a girl.
Tengo un caso terrible de culo encendido.
Ooh, tell me more. Tell me more, muchachi.
And they're like, oh, and they just hold you a little tighter. I'm literally reading the TV guide.
You're reading the All in the Family synopsis. Oh my God! I'm just a lucky lady.
Oh, you're so romantic. That's funny shit.
You think we did it?
Yeah, we're done.
Well, where's your big reveal?
Yeah. No, that's why. If we did it, then I'm going to give you the big reveal.
I think we did it. Yeah, we're ready.
All right, this is the big reveal. Remember the seal?
Yeah.
You know that I chose to not post a seal picture?
Right.
It's from the episode called Get Me the Shovel, where there's a giant gash on the side of the seal, like from one ear almost down and around to the other ear.
Yes.
I don't think this thing was going to make it. I tried to save it, and they just didn't want to come. And so many people came out of the woodwork saying, yeah, it's so frustrating. You call these people that are supposedly want to save sea life and the local aquariums and whatnot, and they never come.
Right.
They never come. And I try to get an update, by the way, since that podcast. I can't get one. Can't get one. Okay. They're basically saying they think it's fine because no one else reported the thing. I mean, come on. So anyway, with that said, I mentioned the seal because I got a new one.
Huh.
Are you ready for this?
Yes.
This is from my my good fishing buddy, Arnie.
Okay.
I did not take this.
Okay.
Is that a whale?
A hump-backed whale.
That's
dead. Washed up on shore.
Wow. How big was it? That's pretty big.
At least 20 feet.
Jeez.
At least 20 feet. And it's just rolling around the surf because the big waves are hitting it. So it almost looks alive. And they were, huh?
It looks like it was hit up top, too.
Yeah, well, they tend to, not get out of the way of those propellers.
Smartest animal in the water, whatever.
Isn't that horrific?
Wow. You know what's funny? Have you ever seen them when they start to decay?
Yeah.
And then they blow up?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They'll explode.
Oh, yeah,
like a
they
bomb.
will. No, there's a famous video from the Help me out. Early 80s, I think. Where
everybody's like hanging around it and it just goes boom.
No, they didn't know what to do with this whale. It was so giant. So some dumbass, I guess, decided we'll just blow it up with dynamite. And pieces of that whale went everywhere.
Oh my God! I mean,
look it up online.
Blubber.
Yeah, it was raining blubber, basically.
No, but those animals can actually explode because of all the gases.
Right. So,
again, we've heard your childhood stories and scavenging and all that. Was there any point when you were looking at that, were you tempted to try and
kick it?
I was going to say retrieve to make oil.
Oh my God, Opie! If you would have seen it and you would have just ran up to it and started hitting it with a shovel, it would have been the funniest fucking thing.
I wish I was there. I was gonna put a hook on it and do a video look at it. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry. Look at your face.
Oh gosh.
Wait, what do you want me to do? Try to get oil?
Yeah, they used to whale, Moby Dick and all that stuff. They'd kill the whales for the blubber, which they would make oil.
Listen, Robert. I was at the Nantucket Whaling Museum. I know everything about them.
Right.
That's right.
Defer to the expert.
And what'd you learn about whales up there?
They made oil.
You didn't learn a goddamn thing.
I'm fucking drunk in the fucking museum. I kept laughing every time they said Moby Dick. I'm like,
I was acting up in the
oh my God,
gift shop. Boy, was I acting
You
up.
were acting up in there. Don't you want a whale tie? I wanted to fucking choke you with a piano wire.
It was very sad though when I saw that video.
You got anything to promote, Robert?
I think they're. I think they were trying to push it back in the ocean, so the ocean would have at it.
Right.
A little feast. So,
what a nice day, huh?
That was fun, man. What do we got to promote?
I got nothing.
Yeah.
You?
La Cubana, Carl's new
Yes,
joint
my
is
new restaurant.
is coming soon.
15th Street, La Cubana.
Yes.
You got anything to promote? Here you go, buddy.
Georgie.
Get in there.
Geneva Custom Shirts on Instagram. Look me up.
That's nice.
I like how you look sideways. Geneva Custom Shirts.
Yeah.
We also sell babies on Tuesday.
What do you think of those shirts where you don't have to tuck them?
The untucked? You can make those, right?
I make them all the time, but it's nice for somebody to spend $60 on something like that who can't afford something that's a little more fitted towards them.
Right.
Poor motherfuckers.
So you're basically trying to tell people, why don't you do a few sit-ups and
No,
tuck
but
your
basically,
goddamn shirt in,
from
right,
my-
Georgie? Tell them.
From my professional opinion, a shirt should be worn tucked in.
All right.
You can wear them tucked out with jeans, but if you want to
Right.
dress up, you should wear it tucked in. I see guys wearing sport jackets or blazers with their shirts tucked out. They look
Yeah.
like slobs.
Yeah. All
Right.
right. You looked at me a little too closely when you said slob.
You look like a fucking slob.
George, oh, Jesus. Georgie's got a punch.
He's strong, huh?
You're
Just
strong,
fucking Greeks,
George.
bro. They get you in the back
No,
room.
Greeks don't play.
Fucking Spartans.
They are Spartan. You're a Spartan.
No,
Congratulations.
Spartans are a whole different, right? They're a whole different person.
Spartans are mainland. They were they kicked the shit out of the what was it? The Persians.
The Persians.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you ever go back to the motherland? Athens? Santorini? Mykonos?
I've been to
Crete?
Crete. I've never been to. Been to Santorini twice. Mykonos, Paros, Naxos. I've been all over the west coast of the Greek islands. I've used to go every year for the last 10, 15 years.
I bet you never saw the first library in the ruins. I did. What about the Parthenon?
Parthenon, been there when I
You
was
ever
a
see
kid.
a show at the Acropolis?
No.
Fucking rich piece of shit. What's the name of that holiday? It's my favorite Greek holiday. It's basically fuck you holiday. It's when the Greeks told fuck you during World War II. What was it?
October 28th. It's called the Ohi Day. They mean
Ohi.
No.
Ohi means
So
no.
basically, yeah, it's essentially like Carl said, it's a FU day.
It's fuck you day.
But
in
what do you
Greece.
do? Like, what do you do?
Ohi. Ohi. That's what they say.
Yeah, it's basically the Italians wanted to take over
Right.
Greece,
Right.
and the Prime Minister of Greece said basically FU.
Ohi.
Sum it all up in a little nutshell, but that's about
and
it.
They have like a festival every year. It's called,
yeah,
I
yeah.
call it the fuck you festival. It's
We
the
drink,
best.
we eat, we do everything.
Yeah. That day is like fuck you, the Italians.
Roast a lamb,
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Of course, with lemon.
Gotta go lemon.
lemon, butter.
You take lemons away from
Olive
Greeks,
oil.
they will just die it right where they were standing.
And those damn olives. Stupid olives.
All right, let's go. My head hurts from laughing.
No, I had to take it. Wait, I gotta explain now because you're a foodie. Like,
I'm not a foodie. I'm a chef. Foodies are people that can't cook that want to blog or vlog.
I take an 11-hour flight to Athens, and guess what they start talking about immediately?
Olives.
They're olives. They're stupid olives. There's goddamn olive trees everywhere.
Of course, they're the perfect soil for it.
They start putting it in everything.
Well, because they got a lot of them.
It's unbelievable.
That's like in Cuba. Have some beans. You're like, fuck.
They will talk your ear off with that damn olive.
Olive.
What's Georgie?
It's their main export. That and feta cheese.
Feta cheese is delicious.
I like a good Greek salad, man.
But the thing is,
With the feta.
The olives.
the Greeks,
Olives.
they make wine. And after they make wine, they get the remnants from the grapes, and they make this called raki.
A raki.
It's basically like grappa.
It'll rocky your world.
You have 2-3 of those.
Yeah. Next thing you know, you're fucking back there with
People
the
are
fucking
pick-
sheep.
People are picking you up off the floor.
Really?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
and the sheep,
I gotta
too.
bring some down.
Is it tasty?
It's homemade. It tastes like turpentine. But you put a little. You drink it chilled and you sip it.
Yeah.
It's perfect for like a.
Especially on the holidays, like ochi.
Yeah. No, we had it on Easter last week.
Really?
I love Greek Easter. I go to the churches. They have the Greek Lamb Fest, and what is it? When is that? No, when is the Greek barbecues that they have at all the churches?
Starts now.
Now. Oh my God, the little Greek girls looking great.
Can I tell you the other memory from my Greek trip?
Olives?
So we flew in Athens. We had to listen about the olives. Then we got on a dumb cruise ship, right? And we made it to Turkey, Istanbul.
Yeah.
The whole time I was in Istanbul, and I know the Turks and the Greeks. It's a little rough.
They don't get along.
It's all politics.
You got that one bridge that separates you two. It's a little rough. It looks like the GWB. But you got
Big difference,
Turkey and Greece on both
Except
sides.
it's probably in better shape.
Probably. But the whole time I was in Turkey and I saw the Blue Mosque and all that,
Yeah.
the whole time they're trying to sell you a goddamn rug.
Yep.
That's all I remember.
Greeks like olives.
And they
Turks like
trick you into
rugs.
saying it's a tourist thing, but they see all these Americans coming over, and then they have their presentations wherever you go. They want you to buy a rug.
But where are you gonna walk around with a rug?
They said they could ship it back to America.
They're not shipping nothing. They're sending back sandpaper and middle fingers.
No kidding, man. But between the olives and the rugs.
Where do you think we got this rug from?
This is from Turkey. Yeah, this is officially Turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, Turkey Queens.
All right. All right. I want to thank Georgie and Littlefoot and, of course, Carl. The Ruizing thing is crushing
It's
online.
doing good, man. We're doing good.
Yeah, you
I
got.
don't know how I'm going to keep it up now that I have a job, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, man, you're not going to be as.
Why don't you take it over?
The
Do that
Ruiz-
optastic shit.
I'm an Optastic guy. It drives everyone nuts. You know what's so funny? I get the haters. It's never going to take off. I'm not trying to make it take off. I'm trying to annoy him.
I like the people that live with their mother, and they're just, you know what I do now is I preemptively block people. What I do is I go on his Twitter and I block them when they say something from him, so they can't even get to me.
Yeah.
Because it's like, this one dude was like, why are you hanging out with Opie? He's going to bring you down. And I look on his thing, and it's like him and his, like, mom at a Mets game. I'm like, bro, like, are you fucking serious? Like,
And Carl's the only guy I can hang out with because he can't go any lower. So how can I bring you down?
wow. I'm going back to work, you bitches.
We're all going to jail.
I hope you go to jail.
I don't even know if this made sense. Oh, I have a plug. Join the Facebook group, OpieRadio Podcast. We got a pod squad.
Yeah, man, that's chock full of boo.
And they are taking care of things.
Nice, Opie.
All right, man. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Don't forget to leave a 5-star review at Apple Podcasts. Go to OpieRadio.com. Get one of those Carl Ruizing hats. Pretty cool stuff. Not sure why I didn't get one sent to me yet. Follow Gregg's Opie Radio podcast group on Facebook. Check me out on Spotify at Joey Salvia. And of course, La Cubana, coming in a matter of days. Follow on Instagram at La Cubana NYC. And once again, thanks for listening to Opie Radio.